Welcome to, what's it called?
Lots of lipstick on.
Yeah, I've got lipstick on today. This is not another couples podcast. We're back. I've got red lipstick on today because I feel like my eyes are
You're a prostitute.
No, I don't really feel like a prostitute, although...
No, you...
I look like a prostitute.
We're no prostitute. Do you know why
Oh
women wear lipstick?
That is just... No, we're not doing that awful joke.
It's not awful. No, that's not like the Essex girls.
Okay.
Apparently, it's meant to replicate the vulva.
Thank you. We don't need to.
Oh,
Anyway,
it's just a science
I'm
lesson.
wearing red lipstick because it brightens my face and makes me feel better.
Thank you. Not because it wants to replicate your vagina.
Thank you.
Sorry. Morning,
Anyway,
all.
let's start that again. Good morning. Welcome to another couples podcast.
That was the
not
X-rated.
another couples podcast. This could be over very soon if we carry on like that. Today we are going to talk about, because Gladiators.
Is this series 3 of the new BBC?
4.
Is it?
So we have been, obviously we met on Gladiators. Go back and listen to episode 1 of our very first podcast if you want to hear all about that. And obviously that was a long time ago in the 90s. They've redone it on Sky and they've redone it again on BBC recently into series 4, so 4 years ago. They're about to start filming series 4, so they film it like we did. We film it all in, we did it over, because we had many more shows. We filmed it all over about a month. They do it in about 2 weeks.
Do they?
Because there's less shows. There's not as many shows.
Didn't know that.
So we had 15 plus
have they
internationals plus kids shows. So it was a long...
From 4 years ago, have they maintained pretty much the core crew?
Wow.
Well, I know there's a new person you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, but they're mostly the same crew. There's a few changes, I think, happening this year. Still to be announced.
What's his name left?
Yeah, we'll get into that because I want to talk about...
I'm not allowed to talk, I'm just the talent.
Tom Stoltman.
Yeah, I do think that's a little bit unfair.
Tom Stoltman has just been announced as one of the new gladiators on this series. Tom Stoltman, if you don't know, is a Scottish...
World's Strongest Man.
He's 3 times World's Strongest Man. 3 times World's Strongest Man. He's 6'8" and he weighs 185 kilos when he's competing World's Strongest Man.
So he's going to be lighter. But still, I remember speaking when I did it, I can't remember if it was a producer, and they were saying that they wanted that Samson and Goliath feel at Gladiator originally. So I think I was one of the heaviest contenders because I was about 93 or 94 kilos at the time.
Yeah.
Everyone else was a bit smaller than me. But they wanted that kind of... Yeah,
because they're
definitely going to get it now.
Our Gladiator guys thought that you and a couple of the other guys who were similar sort of height, weight, whatever, were like massive. And I'm like, hang on a minute. You're all like 6'4".
We had the equivalent of, what's his name, Warrior.
So there was Warrior. So Warrior...
What do you reckon he weighed? 130?
So Warrior... Well, who knows? But he claimed he was 6'5", or they kept, Warrior, 6'5", 25 stone or whatever.
Stone, not metric.
Well, they did use kilos on our stats, weirdly, but when they announced it, it just sounded even better, like 20.
So he was a big boy, but he wasn't trained as a strongman.
No, he was a bodybuilder, former bodybuilder.
So a strongman can move things quite quickly as well.
So they are generally...
Like human bodies, throwing them across the arena.
But huge. I mean, he is huge. So the ones that are still huge... So you brought up earlier the Giant, who is on the new series. He, again, is probably about 6'6" or something, I don't know, 6'5". And he was a giant, but he was a bodybuilder, so he enhanced his body to be bigger than it naturally was.
The one that went out with an OnlyFans.
So this is what I'm saying. So he got released from the show. I like using that word because he was in a relationship during the show, and then he ended that and started going out with this girl who is had an OnlyFans account. Well, that was her job basically, fully on OnlyFans. So doing other stuff that is not necessarily a family-friendly show theme. Let's just put it like that.
I'm sure there's something in the contract, isn't there?
So, back in our day, same things happened. So if it wasn't a family-friendly...
You were all over the shop.
It wasn't family-friendly activities, shall we say, as far as...
Like drug-taking or anything like that?
Yeah, drug-taking... violence outside of being a gladiator, any of those sort of things, or dodgy criminal acts.
Anything
basically.
that would put you in disrepute.
Pardon?
Disrepute.
Disrepute.
Is that the word?
So it was it is a very family friendly audience
Yes.
show. There's kids in the audience, so it's not about
Who's
what he does on the show. It's what he does if like kids, because kids can access.
Who is the biggest
hang on a minute.
star?
Because kids can access stuff on everything now. They would maybe like put in a search for Giant Gladiator, and then the stuff would come up about stuff that they don't necessarily need to read about. You got like a 6-year-old looking it up. It's not about what he does. What he does on the show. He's obviously very good at what he did and very professional and blah blah blah. It's more what they would look up, and in nowadays the kids would have to have read a newspaper or seen. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't so easily accessible.
I'm with you.
To them.
I'm with you.
Okay, what was your question, sir?
Who's the biggest pull at the recent Gladiators now, do you think? Is it Harry Akin-Sariti? Who's the biggest?
No, I would say it was Legend. So Matt does fitness.
Oh, yes.
So he's got a massive following
so with the Stoltman, obviously
media.
he's got a slight speech impediment.
So I've seen a photo of Legend standing next to Tom Stoltman. Legend literally looks like a 8-year-old boy.
Because I wonder, I mean, he can obviously, he does chat, but he hasn't got the chat of Legend. I wonder.
Yeah,
if
but I don't think. Yeah, but that's Legend's thing. Do you know
no,
what I mean?
I know, but I wonder if they'll bring
and...
out Stoltman as a kind of almost a bit like Gladiators, where they just
this
bring
is
out
what I
this
said.
massive.
So I feel it's going to be more like, I've written it down, Roman Gladiator times. You know, think of the Russell Crowe film with that massive Icelandic guy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Who also was the world's strongest man, who just came out like some massive scary beast almost.
No,
I think it'll be amazing, but I think he's used to having to be interviewed and talk, but obviously they'll keep it probably maybe short and succinct. Yeah. And I mean, you'd scare your pants off, wouldn't you? Coming out to
the only chance you've got is if he's on his feet, but I don't think they give him exercise like that. We just run round him.
Yeah, so you've got, I mean, Jewel standing on the podiums. He's just gonna
if he's got balance.
Pummel them. Well, it is because they're quite. Well, I think their podiums are slightly wider.
Oh, Susie, it's so much easier
and
these
lower.
days.
I mean, it's just hardly worth it. I mean, they might not just.
What's the one?
They should just give him a little cotton bud.
Yes. What's the one you run down the thing? There's like 5 of them.
Gauntlet.
I mean, my God,
because
there's nowhere to go there.
They'd have to put him at the end.
Only 4.
They'd have to put him at the back. He would just smash every single person. I mean, they wouldn't be able to get round him. He's so wide as well.
Very good.
I mean, it's exciting. It'd be exciting to watch. But if if you'd applied to be a contender now and you didn't know, and then you're suddenly in the show, you'd be going, "What?"
Shame they didn't get both brothers on.
And also, I think it'll be. I don't know. I worry about because there's a lot of injuries happen to the bigger people. A lot.
You mean the Gladiators or the contestants?
Gladiators.
Well, the year I did it, we had a broken arm, broken back, and something else, didn't we?
There was a lot of broken people, but also just, if he falls off something, there's a lot of body to
but I mean, they know what they're doing. They know what they're signed up for.
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm just interested to see what game. So I think like Jewel Gauntlet. I saw a little clip of him hanging on rings, but obviously they were just literally, his feet were just bent legged and just off the floor.
Oh, I see.
I was like, imagine the rig trying to hold.
Oh, Susie, stop it.
His weight. It's very exciting. What name do you think they'll give him? Because they haven't announced his name yet.
Universe.
Something
like that. Massive. Yeah. Universe. What's absolutely ginormous? Earth.
Hercules or something.
Yeah, that would work.
But he's Scottish. I was trying to think of like Braveheart. Comes out. He's got like half a blue. How much lycra though? His costume. They're gonna have to have a lot of lycra.
Just use a marquee.
A lot of lycra to make his new costume.
Good for him. Because the crossover, obviously Eddie Hall's done rather well post World's Strongest Man.
Because when I said to Flynn about it, he said, "Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get Eddie Hall to do it." I said, "Well, he's a bit older." How old is Eddie Hall? Do we know?
Is he 40 yet? I don't know.
I don't know, because the oldest, Luke, the older brother's 41, and then Tom is 32. There's a big gap between those
Eddie
two.
Hall would have been quite good, but I imagine, knowing Eddie Hall, he would have been asking for quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because his persona's a bit bigger, and it may have clashed with.
But also, I think he's although Tom Stoltman's known, he's known within the World Strongest. He's not known outside of that. Whereas Eddie Hall's more of a personality.
You know who they should have picked as the South African Winkle? What was his name?
Oh. Schoenwinkel. Well, maybe they do an international one. They'll get all these
World. Schoenwinkel.
So South Africa, I think, have just started their own show again. Definitely, can't remember some of the other countries. I'm excited to see what.
Oh, I didn't watch.
No, but it would just be really funny to
See him trundle
I mean,
out.
Atlas Spheres he could do if he can fit in it, in the cage balls.
I think you said there's been lots of injuries on that one.
He would.
Which
Not
one's
an
Atlas Sphere? The
big
gerbil cage.
balls,
The gerbil cage.
Yeah, they don't get injured. In South Africa, yes, the girl got secondary burn because
the pyrotechnics.
it was a pyro rather than just a smoke.
Apojaxi.
On her leg, back of her leg, massive burn. Not good.
No.
That was the girl that I damaged her back on.
Oh, you're not
I
nice.
didn't.
She
did. Damaged her own back by not letting go on the rings on hang tough.
Strong farmer's grip.
She was a British tug of war champion.
Oh, was she?
Well. Yeah. So
strong.
No way she was coming off.
Mm.
Apart from breaking her back.
Oh, Susie, you're bully.
But that was the only clip the kids kept showing all their friends because that's the only one that came up on YouTube. When they tried to show people me being a gladiator, it was like me and breaking this girl's back.
Hanging with your legs wrapped round her, yanking on her.
Yeah, and trying to undo her fingers, and then I just let go and moved away because I thought I'd actually want to land on me because she was massive.
She was massive. So
we didn't have. So I'm like 5'6" and was normal sort of size.
5'5.5".
No, 5'6". Thank you.
Thank you.
And so, but we had taller, bigger contenders, whereas the guys all just freak out if they had someone like you on because they were used to little whippets coming on that they could just look massive and smash. So there's two other guys still in, as far as we know, Bionic and Apollo, who are both also about 6'5".
He's quite big, isn't he? Is he the ex-rugby player, Apollo?
Apollo's the ex-rugby player, but he's like, I think they're both about 6'5" or 6. I think Bionic might be 6'6".
No one's 6.
No one is 6'7". See, Tom Stoltman's not even that. He's 6'8".
Oh, I missed that one.
Yeah, so I think they were probably thinking, oh, we're going to be like the
Big Jesus.
And then the old Whopper.
Yeah. Not quite a gladiatorial name.
Here comes Whopper.
Big Mac. Oh, Scottish.
Yeah, but then you'll get sponsored by McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what we want for a healthy, sporty show. We don't want
there we are.
McDonald's. I don't know. I don't know what I would call him. I'm quite intrigued.
Good.
Haggis.
The big Neepson.
What does Billy Connolly call himself?
The big
Jock.
No. Oh God, what was it? Big G? No, can't remember. He had a can't remember. He had a nickname, didn't he? And I don't know how.
Albatross. I think hasn't he got like a massive wing, like his arms like you?
Yeah, we're talking about Sinner, who's 6'3".
This is a tennis player.
And his wingspan is 6'8". A lot of basketball players are the same. They have these weird anomalies with their body shapes.
Does he have a nickname, Tom Stoltman, on?
Weren't they the Scottish Granites or the Granite Brothers or I can't remember?
Because I feel like if he comes in, it's going to be like in not X-Men, like the Hulk. Do you know what I mean? That's what I feel. He's going to walk in and they'll all be like normal superhero size, and then suddenly
out comes bring out the superhero.
Or the stone guy. What was the stone guy with the just like massive
Stony?
Was that his
Pebbles?
Name? Pebbles.
Mm.
I don't know. Interesting times, people. Gladiators. Yeah, because I think back in our day, the people that got asked to leave. So Shadow obviously was massive.
Not the golden retriever.
Not our friend's dog. No, he's called an Italian family have a dog called Shadow. And they don't say Shadow, they say Shadow.
He left. He left for naughty behaviour, didn't he? Shadow.
Shadow? Yeah. Shadow Gladiator got involved in all sorts of things and was asked to leave before I joined, actually. So I never actually met him in person.
He tries to do lots of mentoring now, I saw.
Yeah, he's been in prison, so he's absolved himself and reformed, hopefully. And seems, I think he was always a nice guy, just other substances. Took the wrong path. Other substances changed his personality quite a bit. Obviously, he's older and wiser, hopefully, and trying to do good things now. Warrior, again, got asked to leave because he was involved with some police doing money laundering.
Wasn't he from the Mersey? Where's he from?
Yeah, money laundering or something was going on.
Allegedly, Susie. Always put allegedly in, otherwise you can get sued.
Was actually allegedly, perhaps, maybe.
Then there was the sad news of one of the original gladiators, South African, wasn't she, who died?
Well, there's two. So Falcon, she died of cancer. And then Gold, who was one of the South African... Well, she was from South Africa, but was living here at the time, so became a British gladiator.
She was an artist as well,
She was an artist, very good artist. yes, she battled, as they say, cancer twice, quite badly. So the first time, and then it came back, and she thought she'd battled it again, and then it didn't let her win. But yeah, I mean, before I joined, there was a lot of ins and outs of people because of different reasons.
Characters and
I don't know all the details because it was back in the day where it was just all reported in the Sun or
black and white TV,
Sunday Sport or something. So it was all like sensationalised, shall we say, some of the stories. So you never quite know what was actually true.
Vogue is a stripper.
That definitely wasn't true.
Okay. No, like paint stripper.
Paint stripper.
Yeah, DIY and stuff like that.
Yeah, decorating.
Yeah.
Come round in my gladiator costume.
Yes.
Decorating.
You'd do quite well.
That's an OnlyFans account if I've ever heard of
yes.
it.
Yes.
Ever heard of it. What?
Well,
your cap seems to be sitting and pushing your ears out quite a lot.
That's the new look, so I can hear you.
Pardon? So we were doing Pilates yesterday and Mark decided to put the, what are they called? The little resistance band around his head like a 118 1980s aerobics.
Oh, like Bjorn Borg.
Bjorn Borg?
Bjorn Borg.
Bjorn Borg.
That's how you say it.
Bjorn Borg.
Very quietly.
Bjorn Borg. I'm suddenly doing things, so I turn to my left and there's this weirdo with his ears sticking out with this headband on.
I looked very attractive, and the girls in the group just couldn't control themselves.
They could not control themselves.
Like a fanny magnet.
Laughing.
Like a fanny magnet.
Laughing. So yes, so talking of sad things, there's been Kevin Keegan, hasn't he?
Oh yeah.
I don't actually know what.
No, I haven't looked it up.
I haven't read anything of why.
71,
I think.
Oh, was he?
Was he 71 or 72?
75, I thought you said.
Okay, I might be wrong.
I don't know what the average age now is of a UK male in terms of the
longevity,
the death rate, whatever it's called. I think it's older than 75 though.
Yeah, I don't know whether obviously. Anyway, that's sad.
That was
and
sad.
then Anne Widdecombe, that was a weird one, but still.
Well,
that's
the whole reform. They
now.
took put a picture up of the guy that did it, so they're obviously very confident it was him, who travelled something like 300 miles.
It wasn't the guy who was helping her in her house or whatever.
No,
he
I
was
believe
initially
not.
investigated,
yes, no,
wasn't
he got released.
Yeah.
This was some guy. Very strange, because
Or
I'd
just a
forgotten
random
that she
nutter,
joined
or just-
Reform, was anti everything really, immigration, homosexuality. I'm sure she was homosexual anyway, allegedly, but very strange.
No, she's got kids, I think.
Huh?
She's got kids. You can't have kids when you're homosexual.
Oh, is she?
She's not homosexual because she's one. She'd be gay.
You can still be homosexual. Homo means man.
Homo sapien man.
Oh.
I mean, maybe we'll edit this bit out because it's.
Anyway, yes, and then the World Cup, and then dragon boating here. It's been all go.
It's been a busy week, actually.
I do feel so. We have quite a broad spectrum of people that come into the gym and train, and there was a new girl that came in yesterday for the class, and we got talking about the World Cup final.
Okay.
And she's not a football fan. She's a lawyer, human rights lawyer, so quite an interesting person.
Does that mean you can't be a football fan?
Well, no, I'm just saying she's not,
Okay.
but you know, she's we've got all sorts.
Very grown-up, serious job.
Yeah, and the disgust that everyone feels for Argentinian football.
Well, not even that. I was really surprised. The football, I sort of not accept it more, but footballers generally tantrum a bit more.
Well,
on the pitch, but then we watched on Saturday. We watched the England rugby.
Yeah,
and
there
was.
The crowd were properly booing Finn
so
Smith.
Antagonistic and angry,
Good word.
and I've never seen Argentina in rugby. You don't see it as much.
No.
Especially, and I suppose maybe because it was in Argentina. That's the first time I've seen a match.
And apparently,
there.
Only the third time the Pumas have played in that stadium, Sao Paulo, I think. So it was massive stadium. And the animosity in the crowd.
Yeah, and I've never seen that in rugby.
But I mean, the footballers, I get why they try and dive because they get free kick. But it was just, I mean, some of those tackles when you watch them in slow mo, I mean, like, you'd be proud of it as a rugby player. You'd be like, that's a good tackle.
Even Vinnie Jones back in the day, that would have been pushing his boundaries. I think.
But my highlight of the whole of the final was when they went back to the studio and Wayne.
Oh yeah.
Wayne Rooney said the halftime show was crap. I just thought it was brilliant because
brilliant.
It was,
and he's getting so much coverage because of that. Because everybody else is like trying to be diplomatic and say, "Oh, I like this bit" or "I like that bit."
So don't get. I mean,
we sat and watched. I was just astounded. Amber was down the pub with her
After
crew
work,
watching, And I was messaging her, and normally she really likes, obviously, like performing and singing and all these sorts of acts. And I was going, what is going on? It was so bad. I just think, I mean, we obviously only getting the camera angles and the sort of on pitch
But
stuff.
I saw clips of people in the audience in the
You
stadium.
couldn't hear it.
A, couldn't hear it. B, half the Madonna stuff was it
was all pre-recorded.
Yes.
So it was all just shown on the screen.
And then she came out. I mean, there's been some terrible clips. They said it looked like Ali G.
Yes, and
Maddie D, and then Katie Price's son.
Yes, so they said it looked like Katie Price in the middle.
Yeah, Ali G,
and oh my God, Harvey, her son, as Ronaldo.
But it was. I mean, it was really bizarre. And then obviously Justin Bieber, amazing. But his song he chose.
Apparently, allegedly, again, he got $1 million for that.
Well, Jennifer Hudson I missed at the start.
She just sang the national anthem. I don't know if she sang before that, but she was definitely singing the national anthem.
Okay, I bet she belted that puppy out. And then how?
Which again is
Everyone's
just
talking
rude
about
because it's held in 3 countries. So did they sing the Mexican national anthem and the
it wasn't in
Canadian
Mexico, was it?
Anthem as well?
No, but it was in Mexico. I kind of get that bit. But then, and then how Robbie Williams landed at that gig. They're saying whoever Robbie Williams' agent is, hats off.
But I think he did something with Nicole Scherzinger for something previously on FIFA, maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, it was and they had the Muppets. And
well, Justin Bieber's also Canadian. But, I mean, the amount of money spent. So when they brought out the World Cup at the beginning, it was in a Louis Vuitton custom-made case.
Yeah. But I didn't realise...
Who cares? No one.
I didn't realise the hydration breaks were partly as well to put adverts on.
Of course.
Because half the venues weren't above 26 degrees or whatever it was that you
No, but I suppose I get why they also just said, look, a blanket, like if they're all getting like
it was all for TV.
A minute break. Why in one match? Why can't they get a minute break? Do you know what I mean?
Because the other team aren't getting a minute break either.
True.
So you just like temperature's fine. Let's play on. This is about.
Also,
about
the final.
entertaining the crowd.
How long was the half time?
Half an hour.
I mean, the show was 11 minutes.
Well, the opening show was 6 minutes late kickoff.
Yeah, you overran, and then 11 minutes, and then exactly that. They watched all these different people. You know, I mean, Chris Martin.
Well, he was just choreographing.
I know, but also he's getting slated.
Why?
Because they're like, what? He's just got all these kids, and it's all love, and all trying to save the world, and it just wasn't very good. I don't think. Because he just looked really odd standing at the back of a bunch of kids. Just let the kids do it. Why are you doing it? You know, stand to the side, or just have a little kids choir doing that bit that you've arranged. You don't have to be in it. And I know he wasn't sat front and centre. He was at the back and but I mean, the Muppets. Come on.
Oh yeah, but
what was that about?
Got to have Animal.
I mean, there's been something. You got Madonna, the Muppets.
Yeah, it was very bizarre.
Justin Bieber. I mean, Shakira is always a good.
What did you say? She's 49.
It's amazing. But I actually watched her she was doing her own makeup beforehand. Obviously, clip. And she did about 15 different procedures on her face, like different machines and little facial things to like prepare her skin before she even put makeup on and
I see.
all that stuff. But I mean, it's obviously working, whatever she's doing. It was all natural, like as in LED.
Very mobile hips still.
What's her back? Her back's like a little.
But you said she's only ickle.
5'2". She's a tiny weenie.
Yeah, because she was standing next to.
So the kids who were dancing with her were from like a ghetto dance troupe, and they do a lot of stuff on Instagram as well. These dances in like
ghetto.
A little. They're called that.
Oh, they are called it.
And somehow she must have reached out to them. I just said it.
Well done.
Contacted them and promised that if she got to do a show that they could be in it.
Nice.
So she's kept her promise apparently and got
Good
them
for
in.
her.
So all those kids in the orange.
Well, that bit I actually
outfits.
really liked.
Yeah, because it was upbeat, and then you got all
like
upbeat and trying to get the party, and then Justin Bieber came and sang this really mellow, depressing song just acoustically with the guitar, which is great, but like it just right in the middle, it's like and then he cut his top or ripped it just.
It was a very strange American thing, and then trying to get Trump off the stage when Spain actually had the trophy, and they've edited him out.
All the photos they've edited him out. I mean, that's easy to do, isn't it? They just wipe him out. And then didn't Yamal, when he got presented his medal again? I don't know if it's AI was it real?
He just blanked. I don't know if he did it on purpose. There was a delay, so Trump was holding it for a bit, and then he eventually.
He did actually, because they've cut that bit out and just showed him going like that.
I think that's AI because I haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah.
Have to be careful nowadays, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't know
exactly.
what's
You
true
don't know
and
what's
false.
Real. It's not.
So,
Are we real? Are we not? Who knows?
The successes of the World Cup. Well, I thought England played well. I know what's his name? Tuchel's getting loads of flack, but if someone had said that we'd make the semi-final
and get a bronze medal,
we love Norway, obviously.
Yeah, I was very disappointed that we had to play Norway at that stage because I didn't want either of them to go out.
No, and then the two games that I didn't actually watch live, Mexico, which was apparently phenomenal, and then obviously I know they weren't playing for quite so much. The England-France game, 6-4.
I know.
I mean, that's just phenomenal.
And then just the mutual respect afterwards from the Norwegians and
the French,
and then the French, was incredible. Whereas Argentina were trying to punch people. It was
just so dull. What was it? 22 attempts on target and 12 shots on target for Spain. 0-0 for Argentina.
They're just trying to beat people up the whole time.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
They weren't using skill. They weren't using football skill. They were just using.
They did have skill, but it was just weird.
But they weren't using that. They were just trying to smash people up.
Trying to take Jamal out. I mean, how someone didn't end up getting injured and going off?
Yeah, because a lot of them were doing these massive high tumble.
Oh, when the Argentinian got the red,
throwing
second
themselves in the air. I'm they're obviously used to doing that.
They do a lot of capoeira.
Capoeira, that's Brazilian, isn't it?
Ah, yes. Well, they bring in Brazilians.
Si. Oh.
So, yes, it's over. The World Cup's over. All the pubs can go back to some sort of normality.
Yeah, it was crazy times. At 1 o'clock in the morning.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
And
when's then there's
so next up sporting is
Commonwealth. Europeans first, isn't it?
Commonwealth Games.
What
sports are
was it Commonwealth
is everything in the Commonwealth
No, they've
Games?
diluted it down because obviously Australia were meant to take it and they just said we can't afford it. So we've taken it on board.
We've taken it on because we're a much smaller country.
I know netball's always big in the Commonwealth. Obviously athletics.
Because netball's not in the Olympics. That's why. It's also quite a big deal to do in the Commonwealth. It's not in the Olympics.
That's why they were saying it's such a big deal.
Such a big deal for the netballers to be, because again they were talking about it not being in the Commonwealth. So hang on a minute.
So yeah, they've just diluted everything down. I mean, I think for a lot of athletes lots of athletes that I know of, to be able to compete at the Commonwealth is obviously that stage below, because obviously it's England, Scotland, Wales rather than Great Britain. So you get to compete in a world stage and make a name for yourself and potentially get sponsorship and all of that stuff. So I still think it has its place. And then I was chatting, we got invited to the Diamond League, which was phenomenal.
At the Olympic
Stadium. So that is the best So it reminded me, London 2012 was obviously an amazing atmosphere. When Josh Kerr was running round trying to break the world mile.
So it was a mile run, the 1500.
Yeah, so he was trying to beat, I forget the name of the person, his granddaughter was there giving the prizes out. The sound wave following him round was phenomenal. And then when he hit the last track, because obviously you've got the lights on the inside of the track showing if he's on pace. And so he was absolutely spot on the green lights. So we knew he was on pace. And then for the last lap, everyone stood up. And then the noise got even louder. And then as he came round, we were lucky, we were right by the finish line. You could see he was maybe a stride, 2 strides in front of that green light. It was just...
exciting!
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. So I was the guy that I got invited by one of his friends is slightly involved with UK Athletics, and they've now brought in a new CEO who was hockey, who's just turned things round, because before they relied heavily on TV rights, BBC and stuff. Now they don't, so they now can advertise. So they were advertising the European Games there, and it's really starting to pick up.
They're trying to make it more exciting, and more, having something like the mile and breaking a world record is more exciting than just.
But what's clever now, apparently, for the athletes is they go we come here, and you're obviously Josh Coach, but the deal is that not only do they run this year, is that the part of their reward is that, and their financial payout is that they have to come the following year as well.
Right. Okay.
So you get this continuity and this build up, and yeah, exactly. I mean, the only downside is Mondo Duplantis, I think, tweaked a hammy, so he pulled out.
Did you say his brother was doing it?
No, I thought it was. It wasn't. So it wasn't. And then because the British guy who was in the pole vault because he jumps lower heights, he came in first.
Right.
So he had the whole crowd, and he cleared a. I don't know if it was a PB. It was definitely season's best, 560 or something. And you could just see him just going, "This is amazing." He's never going to get that.
I always think, even though athletics doesn't have that high profile like some other sports, I think when there's an event going on like that in London at that London Stadium, like with the Olympics, it was just packed all the time. People do support athletics,
and we do support lots of different nations.
And I think also the kids' grassroots athletics is quite big. It's that middle range which
16.
people drop off. So kids will do it at school, through school, after school, up until about, like you say, about 15, 16. And then obviously exams or just life, and they just drop off.
Sex, drug, rock and roll.
Yeah. And then they come back maybe after uni, or they might go to uni and do it a little bit, or you know what I mean, and they just come back and help out their club locally but it's just not that, unless you're on that trajectory to become a national champion or whatever, and it's the whole world, there's a very small percentage of kids who stay in it, I think. So to have, you'll have you had Lecky and their whole family, both the kids.
Apparently his dad was there, and he was crying by the end of the Josh Kerr thing. It was very emotional. It was a really cool experience. When people say, "Oh, I was there when I saw whatever."
Yeah.
It wasn't just about his run. It was this sense that everyone was supporting him. Everyone in the crowd. He didn't turn around. It wasn't like football fans where you got half of them standing up.
Yeah.
Everyone, you turn around, everyone was cheering him. And you had every nation there. Obviously, lots of Brits, but it was very good. It was very good. We do it well.
Who was close to him? Was anyone close to him?
No.
Did you see it?
No. Saying that, the guy, I think it was at Bergen, was it, who came second? I mean, when you see it afterwards, the whole of the race, I think, bar one ran PBs, which is brilliant. I know they don't run the mile much. That's part of the reason. But
it's still a distance.
And then I felt for Keeley, because she came on afterwards. And she still won, but she's not quite the force she was at the moment. Something's going on. She was trying to run these very fast 400s and didn't quite achieve what she wanted. She still won, but you could see, when you and Thomas interviewed her afterwards, she was just a bit flat. But she was good. She did the whole PR thing, thank you crowd and so on. But I think she was a bit disappointed with her performance. But it was very good.
Did the women do the mile as well then?
No, she did her 8 afterwards.
Okay, because you think did the women not do a mile?
Well, there is a mile, but that's not as famous as the men's mile.
Okay, that's what I was just trying to get.
Yeah,
I
can't remember the name. I forgot the name of this mile, but that was 1999. The record. That's a long time.
Was he Egyptian or I can't remember the runner.
El Garouge, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
El Garouge was Moroccan.
Moroccan, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. I think what's the longest standing record now? Still Jonathan Edwards, I think. Oh no, Flojo and the sprinters, because they were assisted. And the 800 that Keely's trying to break is that East German who I think she had a penis. There's photos of her crossing the line, and you're like, too sure about that one?
Or hermaphrodite. Let's just put it out there.
Isn't that's a Greek dish, isn't it? I like that with tzatziki.
So, what?
It's a hermaphrodite. It's a Greek dish, isn't it? No.
Sorry about him. I think it's because you're.
No, and also I've got. You haven't talked about my manly voice.
Sorry, Mark hasn't been very well.
No. I had mouth aids.
So he's basically had a cold, which you could elevate.
Basically, take the basically out.
That's basically what's wrong with you.
And
then you could elevate it if you were a man to man flu.
No, because it was never. I think man flu is when you're in bed. I was still working, but I was just knackered. And then the problem is, every time you do a class or whatever, you lose your voice.
Or go and compete in athletics when you're not feeling very well.
Well, I didn't run.
Yeah, but you're still out.
I had to do something for my sanity.
Throwing things.
I had to do something for my sanity.
Okay,
otherwise,
anyway.
all you're doing is
So
work.
he played golf on Friday afternoon as well. So
That was nice.
And you and your other little friends, one of them also not very well, and you decided you had mouth aids, which I thought was slightly extreme.
Okay.
And we won't say.
But we didn't kiss the week before, but we still ended up with sore throats.
How did you both get sore throats? Did you drink each other's drinks?
We licked each other's balls. You mustn't ever lick a ball, your golf balls. Lots of pesticides on it from the golf course. Apparently.
Why would you lick your golf ball?
When you're cleaning it between the holes. Well, that sounds right.
Cleaning your balls between the holes. There we are. That's the next week's podcast.
Yes.
That's our new podcast. Not the couples podcast. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean. I think we need to end now.
Okay. Well done.
Speak to you next week. Bye-bye.